when I was in that beginning, I think it was blue team that took point. So when blue team took point and you guys started the initial attack on the fence, so that's the start of a raid. So we have 3 sectors of an operation when it comes to fucking Battle Drill 6 or raids. We have a code, right? It's silence, violence, and then silence. So when you're on that gate,
get out of my goddamn way!
The fucking nade barrage looked cool as shit, but you still had the element of your silence phase. You instantly got rid of that, and that caused you to have to do kind of unexpected things, right? You were doing a split team stack on 2 sides of a fence. You were trying to look in left and look right. Obviously, you had a Hesco crate right there, so you were, you didn't know if anyone was in that building. You had to get positive control of that. What I noticed is when everyone flooded in.
No EDC.
That's tough.
That is tough.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Breach on the
I'm like
eastern
full
side.
ears.
Full ears.
He's back. He's back. Come back. You just. Where did he go? He hasn't joined yet.
Sorry,
There
this
he is,
shit's
he's back.
this shit's
Okay.
dumb as shit. Anyway, so
Get in
that
here.
was
Keep talking.
that was the time when you had the manpower between red team and blue team to actually send your teams 2 different directions. Blue team wanting to get positive identification of what's going on inside the compound and trying to put themselves in there first so they could relay information back to red is good. But you have guys, you have guns, get them in. Get them down range. Let the guys know what's going on, because when all your guys in the back can't see or they don't have a team leader that's able to communicate what's happening while they're outside that fence, all they're wondering is when I go in, what the fuck do I look at? I don't know what's in this compound. What kind of cover do I have? What kind of concealment do I have? Let them get inside. You have enough space when beginning a raid. Let that happen. Let that happen naturally. Don't micromanage as much. You got guys, they got guns. Let them fucking use them. They got targets, take them out, right? When we're in that silence phase, that phase is all subjective, right? Like that can happen, that can be over in like 5 seconds. And then, you're in the gate instantly and then you're getting fucked up. Or that can take 5 minutes until you get to your first door and then you're going in and taking out your first target. Take that information you have, because when you arrive at a compound and they don't know you're there yet, you haven't been shot at, you didn't have to come in an APC, you're on foot still.
Oh, shit.
Fuck it.
7th, we have not been able to.
Get your coffees, get your teas, get your lighters.
Everybody unmute in Discord.
So you're saying we got something like this, where this is our entrance, so we got our fire team out here, right?
Yep.
And then we got a door. So once we go in, we got stairs over here, we got a doorway here, and then we got a long ass hallway right here that's through a doorway. Is essentially what you're saying, right?
Yep. And along that whole left side, we've got open windows, and the doorway on this left side is there's no door.
Okay, got you. Okay, I'm kind of tracking what you're saying here. So we're gonna use dots here as team, and we're gonna assume that just by doctrine, each team is gonna have 4 guys. So we're gonna have our first 4. This is gonna be either our blue team or red team, or what we would call alpha, because they're the first ones in. So your alpha team's gonna stack up on this door. Instantly right here, depending on which side you come in from, this is what we call MET-TC dependent. It's mission, enemy, time, terrain, civilian considerations. So depending on what MET-TC says, we're going to come in on one of these sides. We're going to know where we're coming in. Your point man is always going to hold 45 degrees off of his door, no matter what he's in. Any kind of doorway, 45 degrees. This allows the point man to see positive control of the doorknob if there is one, the handle, and if the door starts moving, he has enough time to get his gun in that fucking doorway and shoot whoever's coming out. So he's going to be watching 45 degrees. Once he does that, our second man is going to be watching long. He's going to be checking for anyone that's going to come around that building, around that corner, anyone who's unexpected. He's going to be watching that. Third man is watching what we call high and out. So he's kind of like, he's looking upwards towards the buildings, but he's also watching everything out here. And your fourth man, in this instance, if it was just the fire team, he'd be watching behind, but you're going to have a squad leader, and then you're going to have your Bravo team, which is 4 more guys. You are not, in this situation, going to put your Bravo team over here on this side of the door. You can actually have them stack up behind. The reason for this is to basically negate fratricide. We don't want to accidentally have, you know, if someone in, say like someone inside gets confused, right? You got enemies in here, okay? Got your point man. He can only see about here, right? He's staying positive on this wall because he wants us cover and he doesn't want to expose himself to this doorway. So if this guy's sitting up here, he can't necessarily see that guy yet. So what's going to happen is these guys are going to move in, and once Bravo team basically floods inside, point man here can see that he's got a pretty clear path right here. And over here is our stairs. So we'll make some shitty ass stairs, right? So he's going to come in and he's going to say, this is where your team communication comes in. All right. Because a lot of this isn't necessarily meant for him. It's for his buddies and his team leader. So he's going to walk in, and if he moves right, he's going to say, hey, I got stairs right. He's going to post right here at the bottom of the stairs, and he's going to start watching these angles, okay? He's going to be looking up, down, whatever the fuck it is. He's the only one in. He has to do that right now. Second man's going to come in, and he's going to go, yo, I got, you know, either doorway left, I got open doorway left, I got an open area left, whatever it is on his left, he's going to call that shit. Now, what he's going to want to do here, if this was our doorway and we have stairs right here, he's going to go in and he's going to post, being sure not to go past the line of this doorway. Because what he does is he opens himself up to a whole new area that he can't clear on his own. After that, third man's going to get a little confused. He's going to go, oh shit, I got two guys really fucking close to me. But by the time first and second man got in, they should also be calling, hey, I got a hallway too. If they do that, and these guys can read the room correctly, third man can push even further into the room. Since it is clear, we have positive control of it, and he can start holding this hallway. At this point, your fourth man typically is going to be holding right here in the door, not in the door, but just inside. And his job is to take all the information that all those guys just said, and he's screaming it to this fire team that's outside over here. So at this point, we're going to have our entire alpha team inside. They're just going to pull security. They're not worried about getting out of the room. They're not trying to rush anything. They're just holding these angles that is dead space. Once this fourth guy can communicate to squad lead, hey, I need Bravo team to either, you know, we need to consider our course of action. Are we going to push down the hallway? Are we going to go up the stairs? Do we want to clear whatever's to our left? Like, what is our next course of action? And what are we trying to do? Why are we here? Are we just clearing the entire compound? Well, we should probably move upstairs if we have an opportunity to do so. So at this point for me, if I had a stairwell that went upstairs, knowing I had a 2-story compound and I wasn't able to utilize the staircase outside because this was the way I had to go in, I would instantly send this Bravo team up these stairs. So what would happen is fourth man would say, hey, squad leader, I got stairs right. Squad leader would go, dope, bro. That's fucking sick. Fourth man's going to move off this doorway, and he's most likely going to push up and help third man hold this hallway. Or he can move over here and help second man watch this room and get him off that open space and get him in positive cover. So let's say that happens, right? So now we still got our first man holding these stairs. We got third man watching the hall. We got a fourth man watching the hall. And we got a third man still holding positive control of this doorway. Once that happens, squad leader's going to move in. First man's going to go stairs here. And then the entire team is just going to flood up the stairs. And they're going to go get positive control of that second story. Meanwhile, this first team that went in is going to continue to hold this room because it's the only back angle for the team that just went upstairs. If the first team gets upstairs, or the second team gets upstairs, excuse me, and they have like basically an intersection, so like they have a hallway going left and a hallway going right, then they're going to call that first team up and say, we need to move both ways. Let's basically split off. And you go from there. That's how you would do it. But it's just that's how hectic close quarters combat is. You know, it's that fast. And you know, you're not having guys, all those dudes I was just talking about with like the first team, they're not running in that room. It's very slow, it's very methodical, and they're basically gathering data in their brain. They're working like a really fast fucking computer, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like shooting guys, like obviously very important, but in some ways it's secondary. They want to know, where do I need to go first? And that's your initial breach. Once you get past that, you got a whole squad to work with. You got your intelligence, you got your objectives, civilian considerations, whatever it might be. But you want to get in there and you want to say, where the fuck are we going? Because you don't just want to be stuck in a short room getting blasted through a fucking kill hole or something.
Yeah.
So that's, I know it seems messy. Practice it 20 times and you will realize, okay, this makes sense. Just remember, like, you're not fucking Navy SEALs. Like, you know, you're not like running in, sprinting through doorways left and right, like shooting shit. Like, if you actually watch Ranger Regiment clear rooms, like I really like recommend you watch a video sometime from like a top-down angle. Watch how fucking slow they are. Like, really watch how fucking slow breaching is. Because I know in this game, like you got like your fast walk and you got like your sprint feature. Like, don't even use either one, dude. Like, really don't. Like, it is whatever pace you walk like to your bathroom from your desk, that is the pace you're walking to clear a room.